dog without feeling threatened, without even considering about my safety, because that is a guarantee. Let me start by saying, if I were in Africa, I could be raped. If I was in the US, I could be killed. Anytime people will come to me or maybe even say, I hate my country. I love my country. Zimbabwe is a beautiful country, but to speak the truth, I don't feel safe living there. So living in China has given me the freedom to live. It has also given me the freedom to grow and see life at a different angle. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Rhoda, and if it's the first time on this channel, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join the family. I just want to share with you guys how safe I am here in China. This is a subject that I have seen people debating on, raised so much concern on people, and to be honest, I live in China and I have freedom to live here in China as compared to my own country. I feel really, really safe being in China, Communist Party. And for some people hearing that, communist may feel like there's no freedom here. But to be honest, I feel China is the country whereby most people feel really free, have the freedom to a lot of things, have freedom to express themselves. Of course, not against the government, but you have freedom to live. You have freedom to do things that you like. You feel safe to do anything. If I were to be in Africa, I don't feel very safe. Well, if I say Africa, maybe I'm just generalizing. I'll pinpoint my country. I'm not saying it's a bad country, it's a beautiful country. But to be honest, I don't feel safe living in Zimbabwe as a woman. Anything can happen anytime. And nowadays, regardless of being a woman, it has become so dangerous for people. I see myself walking out late at night. It's risky. I can be mugged. I can be robbed. I can be raped. Yes, that's true. So that's how I feel unsafe when I'm in Zimbabwe. There are a lot of things that I can't do, like go out early in the morning, like what I do here in China. I wake up every day at 5 a.m. to go jogging. And being safe is not one of my concerns because I know I am safe. I don't have to check who is following me. I don't have to worry about being mugged or killed. Like in the US, I've had a lot of people that each time they come back home safe, they have to thank God because every day is like, you don't know what may happen when you leave your house. You may be shot, you may be killed, and sometimes you may be killed by those people we think are there to protect us, like the police may shoot you. And also being a person of color in the US is something that puts you in the very bad space.
In America, Black children don't get to be children. But no matter your age, when you're Black in America, you don't get to be fully American. That freedom we're so fond of talking about as a nation comes with an asterisk when you're Black. We're viewed with suspicion. We're never given the benefit of the doubt. Our actions are never presumed innocent. And with that comes a lot of stress. That's what being Black in America means. Constantly weighing the pros and cons of countless situations and interactions and hoping you get from point A to point B with as much of your dignity intact, if not your life. All in an effort to just...
You have to gamble about your life every day, which is unlike in China. So living in China, I feel safe to do anything I want. I feel safe to go out at any time of the day. I can literally go out in the midnight. This other day, I was going to Shanghai and my train was around 6. So I had to wake up very early and I left my home like 5:30 and it was still dark, but I could go. I ordered Didi and went, I was never concerned about my safety going out as a woman, which is something that is unlike in my country. You have to find people to accompany you to go wherever you want to go, especially if it's at night or early in the morning. It's not safe for women, even for men, because some places you could hear that early in the morning people will find somebody murdered maybe and robbed on top of that. Multiple cases in Zimbabwe whereby people can be killed, but here in China you can literally walk anywhere. I used to go running even around this place in the mountains at night. You know, sometimes my heart will beat and I feel like maybe it's dangerous. Then I remember I am in China. In China, I don't really have to be concerned about such things because it's really safe. I feel so safe to travel. Like order DDs that we order, I never get so concerned about what may happen. Cameras literally everywhere. I think which is something that helps to put people in good behavior and not commit crimes because there are cameras everywhere. This is something that I really appreciate being in China. When I first come here, I was just by myself. I wasn't married then. So when I came to China, I was just single. And I felt really safe living by myself, which my parents were so concerned. Like, you are a woman. Do you really feel safe to be living alone? You know, that was my concern when I first come here. But later on, when I got to live here, I realized this place is really safe. You can literally leave your door unlocked. Nobody will open it. Or the windows, nobody will come in. That's how much we feel safe in China. I feel like you cannot have freedom without safety. You cannot have freedom without security. I want to say I have the freedom. The police here actually protects the people.
你好，我想问，我要坐那个公交车去飞机场。
从这个地方下去，左手边。
就去那边走。
对，在那边了。
有那个机场下。
对对。
好，谢谢哈。
They actually understand the people. It's like this other day I was in another city. In China, you can literally go to a city that you've never been to and you can actually survive and you don't have to feel so scared of being robbed or, you know, getting lost in that city. The police here are so helpful, whereas in some countries, the police may even kill you. Like in countries like US, I've heard a lot of stories whereby the civilians were shot dead by the police. So in China, you can actually approach the police officers and they can help you. So this is something I feel safe about living in China. You know, yeah, the transportation system. Also, you find that you can literally find transport to go anywhere you want at any time of the day. Trains or in some cities, the subway will end very late at night. So I have the freedom to travel to whichever place I want at any time of the day. As you can see, I am in the park here. You know, you see, this is the park. There are no people here. I'm not even alarmed. I can sit here and read. I am guaranteed of my safety. I'm not scared of anything because safety is here. I remember this other day, I had to drive from a city that is like some 4 hours away from Weihai, where I live. I had to drive, but I never felt threatened. I was at ease, although it was late at night when I arrived. I never felt threatened because it's safe here. It's safe. I felt very safe. I never felt threatened or scared. Whereas in my country, you can't do that because they say sometimes some robbers, armed robbers, who spikes on the road and they can steal from you, or even your car can be stolen, you know. So this is something that I'm really thankful for. If it were to be in my country, for example, that was going to be a non-start and my safety was going to be hanging on the thread. So being in China, you can literally wake up, go anywhere you want at any time of the day, guys. So this is something that I want to tell you, that living in China has given me the freedom to live, having the freedom to travel without fear, having the freedom to be who I am without being afraid. I also feel the police is there to protect me. I feel really protected. And when I'm lost, when I don't know what to do, I can easily approach the police and I know I can be helped. You know, this is something I like about China, and I feel really grateful to be living in this country because I feel safe. Like being in China. Who live in the US, they also talk about the fear of being shot, gunned down. You know, you go out and that will be the end of it. So you may never know when you may be shot. You may never know when you may be in danger because anything can happen, like what we've been reading in the news in the past week. So being in China, I really feel blessed and happy living here because I feel safe. You can literally go out at any time of the day, you know, any time of the day, you will be able to do whatever you want. You can walk freely without your safety being threatened, you know. Everything will be just as perfect. You come back home in peace the way you love. When I'm in my country, like Zimbabwe, and when you are driving, for instance, you are driving, it is strongly, strongly prohibited to put your handbag on the passenger seat, just like what I do all the time here in China. Because your bag is likely to be stolen. Your bag is likely to attract thieves. Your bag is likely to attract burglars, you know. So whenever I am in Zimbabwe and it's nighttime and I have to go to bed, you have to make sure that your phones, your handbags, or all valuables are out of, can't be seen, because someone can actually rob your house. A burglar can actually come and use a torchlight, flashlight to look through the windows, or even break in to get those valuables. So before you even go to bed, you have to make sure you lock all those valuables somewhere where they are not visible. How I feel unsafe even when I'm traveling to Zimbabwe. As you can see, I'm vlogging in the mountains right now. This is a quiet area. It's actually a new area that is still being constructed. I'm vlogging here. I'm not even scared of somebody running to me or grabbing my phone or my camera and run, you know, because I feel so safe. Nobody does that. Nobody does that. In Zimbabwe, where is my country, I can't vlog at liberty like what I'm doing here. Otherwise, I'll be talking to myself, my phone will be gone, or my camera will be gone. Someone will just pick it or snatch it and run. And there's nothing you can do. This is a common problem that is rampant. And if there are Zimbabweans here, comment in the comment section if these things have changed. So you find that you can't even vlog or talk on the phone free. I can't even stay out with my friends until late at night. It would be a worrying thing that my parents will even start calling me, like, where are you? Because it's not common in Zimbabwe. People don't do that. You'll be mugged, you'll be killed, or you can, you know. So these are some of the things that I'm thankful of me being in China and have this freedom to vlog. I can just pull up my phone and start vlogging. You know, I can just pull up my phone and start talking on the phone without fear of my phone being snatched away. I find every country has its own fear. Like, I hear mostly about the US nowadays, and being a person of color is another thing that will keep you, or that will make you live in fear, which is unlike in China. We don't have that fear. Women can actually walk with their handbags dangling, you know. In my country, you can't do that. You have to hold your bag close to your chest, you know. It's really strange. It's most African countries that I know, you can't even go out there walking with your handbag so loose or your phone without fear of being mugged or anything. It happens every day. It is happening, and it's still happening. And we can't deny that or can't hide that. I love my country. My country is a beautiful country. But such things, they are happening. And people are being killed every day, are being robbed every day, are being mugged every day. Women are being raped every day. This is something I'm really thankful for, being in China and living here without any fear of my life. I have this, you know, and yeah, that's it, y'all. Tell me what you think.